All right, we have your 2025 2.0 here, John, and the factory fuel system. The fuel pump was mounted here on a bracket, and they had really tight bends in the pulse line, and it was getting kinked right here in the top. There's just not a lot of room. Once all this is put together, you can see this bracket needs to go on this, and that's where that hose comes out. So it has to bend underneath this, come out around. A lot of heat right there, and it was causing problems with the pulse signal, and I was having fuel starvation issues, and I was having to use the primer bulb to get back. So it kept just fading out of power and just basically running lean. So I took the liberty of redoing everything to my fuel system. We mount the fuel pump over here. We get a pulse line on the bottom where there's plenty of clearance, there's no kinks, there's plenty of room, and everything's routed in a nice, neat fashion where there's no tight bends. All the fuel tubing is large enough to supply flow at any demand the engine could possibly need, and yeah, that's going to work way better. So anybody with these 2.0s that has the factory fuel pump, vacuum fuel pump, that has any kind of fuel starvation issues where they feel like they're running out of power or not having enough speed, the engine just feels like it's struggling, that's probably the reason. So or one of the reasons, if it's not pump or impeller debris related with the wear ring or something like that. But yeah, all right, well, that's pretty much it for right now. I'll have some river video here soon, and we'll have the results from that. All right. All right, John, I am 4 miles upriver, and boat's running good. I held 18 miles an hour the whole way up. No problems with anything. The new fuel system is working great. Haven't had any issues holding speed. RPMs are staying steady, so all good there. Yeah, man. Beautiful day, a little warm out, but yeah. All right, well, we got your you got your battery remounted there, so that's all done. We got your bow fuel tank all set up. So you just put gas right there in the cap, screw it back on, and there's a little bitty tiny hole right there in the bow for the vent. And let's see, I'm gonna run in the trees here. Hopefully the water's not too high today, so not a lot of current to worry about getting pushed into anything. So I just kind of bounce around for a second, but yeah, give it a little hot start here and we'll get back. All right, John, that was a good trip there. I was hitting 22 was my peak. A little over 22 was the high speed coming back down again, which is a big improvement over yesterday's river test. With the fuel issues, I was only getting, my highest was a little over 20, and going upriver I was getting 15 to 16, where today I was getting 18 plus going up. Held that the whole way up. Coming back down, I held 20, 21, but primarily 20, and then I hit 22 in one of the fast spots, which is the same fast spot, the same trip I did yesterday. So I improved over 2 miles an hour over yesterday's test. So good stuff. Everything's working great. No issues. So I think it's pretty much finished. Can't think of anything else I want to do to it. I'll just change the oil. Since the break-in's finished now, we can put AMS oil in it, and we can call it done. So, all right, well, that about wraps it up. Fun stuff. Turned out to be a good boat. Just needed a little bit of tweaks to make it painless there. Added those braces, and that way when you're getting out, the hull isn't bouncing around, stressing cracks. There really should be a brace going across the floor here. I don't know if you saw in the video, but there is like a little bit of a hump here because it's sitting on the bank right now, or on the ramp. But while you're going, you'll see this bounce up and down, and that's acting kind of like a parachute in a way. And I can make a brace to go across here to make this solid, and it's basically like this. And comes across the bottom so that the sides are actually supporting that brace, so there's no holes in the bottom of the boat, and it solidifies the bottom of that hull. Makes it a lot more rigid, and will actually increase the speed a little bit. So that all depends on how bad that hull is bowing, is deforming, as to how much speed you will lose or gain from running the stock or having it braced up. But anyhow, that's always an option if you have issues with that in the future, or if you want me to do it now, you just let me know. But anywho, that wraps it up for today. All right.